Hi guys, in today's video, we'll be exploring custom tags parsing with Feedzy. And this feature is only available with developer and agency plans. So basically, we are looking to extract the value of tags that are not parsed by Feedzy by default. And these are what we call custom tags. And for this video, we'll also be referencing this documentation on how to extract values from custom tags. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Alright, now to begin, we'll need a feed source, and for this demonstration, I'll be using the Feedly blog. So in a new tab, I'll go to blog.feedly.com/feed. So I'm using /feed at the end in order to display the XML file. Alright, so this is the XML file from which we are going to be extracting our values. Now, we'll just go ahead and quickly reference our documentation, and we'll begin by extracting values using the shortcode method. So we'll be extracting values from two types of elements. We have the feed level element and the item level element. So let's go back and take a look at the XML file. And here at the top, we'll see an accordion called channel. So all of the elements before channel but before item are feed level elements. So based on this example, that would be everything from title all the way down to generator. Now the item level element would be everything within the item accordion. So just remember, by default, Feedzy is unable to display the values for all of these elements. And this is why we need to extract them manually. And I'm going to explain this process right now. We'll go back to our documentation page, and here we have a table with some examples. To extract the feed title using the shortcode method, we can use price, which does not mean money. It's sort of like a fancy word for value, equals feed for feed level element, then a pipe symbol and title, which is the element that we want to extract the value from. Now, if we want to extract a value from an item level element, we just need to use price, the equal symbol, and the name of the element. So if we take a look at the bottom, we'll see a perfect example of a shortcode that could be used to extract a feed link. First, we have Feedzy RSS, then the feed, and there we have price equals yes, and this yes is really important as it basically allows values to be extracted. Now let's go ahead and take a look at another piece of documentation about shortcode parameters for Feedzy. So here you'll find all of the parameters that you can use when building your shortcode. And if I search for price, you'll see what it means. Should we display the price from the feed if it's available? It's a pro feature and the options are yes or no. Now this template parameter is also being used in the example shortcode. So if we go back to the other documentation, we'll see it right here. Template equals style 1. Then we have our mapping attribute. So we have price equals feed, which means we are targeting a feed level element. Then we have a pipe and link, which is the element that we want to extract the value from. All right, so now I'm going to show you exactly how this works. Let's copy this example shortcode and let's go to our XML file, and we'll be extracting a feed link. It's a feed level element, which means we can find it under channel. So to begin, we'll go to our WordPress dashboard and we'll create a new post. Now we can just call it shortcode. Now let's add a shortcode block and we'll paste the example we copied. So again, we have everything all set up. We have our feed, price equals yes. We're using template style 1. And now for mapping, we have price equals feed link. Now I'm going to add something else to this shortcode. Let's say we only want 2 results. So in this case, we'll be using the max parameter. I'll just type in max equals 2 with the 2 between quotation marks. Okay, so now we can go ahead and preview this in a new tab. And here's our post. If we scroll all the way down, we'll see the extracted value, which is our feed link. And thanks to our max parameter, we only have 2 feed items. Now we'll go back to our shortcode and we'll extract the feed title instead. It's as simple as replacing link in the shortcode after the pipe symbol with title. Now we can also preview this in a new tab to see what happens. And once again, we'll scroll all the way down. And there's the extracted value, which is Feedly blog. Now I also want to show you what happens if the price parameter is not included or if its value is equal to no. Let's preview this again. Let's scroll down. Now we can no longer see extracted values. All right, so now I'll just go back to price in the shortcode and I'll set this back to yes. All right, and now we can try to extract a value from an item level element. Now if we go back and reference our documentation, we'll see that we only need to use price, an equal symbol, and the element. Let's go back to the XML file, and if we look under item, we can see pub date, and this simply means publish date. And we are going to extract this value. So I'll copy this. I'll go back to the shortcode and I'll paste it in place of feed pipe title. So I'll just highlight this and paste what we copied. Now let's preview. All right. And once we scroll down, we should see our publish date. All right. So now you should know how to extract both feed level and item level elements using the shortcode method. So we can now move on to the second method, which is feed to post. Alright, so with the feed to post method, we'll be using magic tags. For example, if we want to extract the feed title, we'll need to use this magic tag when mapping our content. So over here, we have an example of the extracted value. And if you want to extract an item level element, the process is basically the same. Alright, let's begin using the feed to post method. We'll go to Feedly, then import posts. And from here, we'll create a new import and we'll call this one custom tags. Now we'll add our feed source, which is blog.feedly.com/feed. We'll click on the plus to add it. Now let's move down. We don't need filters, so let's go to map content. Now we can choose a post taxonomy. Let's use uncategorized, and our post status, we'll keep it as published. Let's also map the post date. Let's use item date. All right, that looks good so far, and we can come back to this content area. But in the meantime, let's add a tag for the featured image. We'll use item image. All right, let's also go to general settings and make the item count 3. And I'm only doing this to speed up the importation process. Let's go back to map content, then we'll go to the advanced options tab. And at the bottom, we'll go ahead and add a custom field. Now we need to add a key name and a value. So our key name will be feed link, and we'll need to go back to the documentation to copy the tag for the value. So since we will be extracting the value for a feed level element, we'll copy this one and we'll go back and paste it in the value field. For this example, let's extract a link. So we'll just replace title with a link. And just as a reminder, we can find this value right here in the XML file. We can also go ahead and choose an item level element to extract. So maybe we can use pub date. Let's go back to our documentation. We'll just go ahead and copy this tag for the item level element. Now let's go back. We'll add a new custom field. Let's name it publish date, and we'll paste the tag in the value field. Now, if we want the value to show on the post itself, we can just copy the tag and we can just go back to the general tab at the top here. Now let's scroll to the content section, and under this tag, we'll add a new line. Let's type publish date, a colon, and the tag that we copied. Let's also display the feed link here as well. So I'll just go ahead and include it in this section. All right, so we're finally done. Let's scroll down to click on save and activate importing. On this page, we'll click Run Now. We'll see the importing status in red, and once it's done, we'll see the success status in green. Now, at this point, we can go ahead and refresh our page. We'll see 3 imported posts. To view them, we'll go to Posts on the left, then All Posts. And let's open one that was imported by Feedzy. This one was, so we'll open it. Okay, now to see our values, we'll need to access the Custom Fields panel. To enable it, we'll need to go to these 3 dots, then Preferences, click the Panel tab on the left, then turn on Custom Fields. Enable and reload. Alright, now if we scroll all the way down, we should see our Custom Fields panel. So here's our feed link, and if we scroll down some more, we'll see our pub date, or publish date. Now, if we want to see these values in the content, we can simply preview or publish this page and scroll all the way down. And here we have the extracted values. All right, so I really hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.